080-923-0007. Live on Facebook and Twitter at Nigeria Info PH. Hello, hard fact to welcome. Hello, go on.
Hello, good evening, Dayo.
Hello, you're welcome. Go ahead.
This is what you're calling from Aga.
Go ahead.
Dayo, the issue of prices of petroleum being increased, on specified basics, I call it is anchored on corruption, Yeah, because I believe that corruption is not just stealing money, like the former president said about stealing money and corruption and all those charges. So now, in this case, incompetency is corruption, So now, this issue now, I came to the Minister of Petrol, which happened to be the president, which happened to be President Buhari. For so many years, forget about the promises, but for so many years, we pay subsidy to the tune of almost 6 trillion naira, 5.8 billion. So again, you ask, how much does it cost to or to build or to reconstruct our refineries? Issue of accountability is zero. He constituted some group of people. At the end of the day, they brought about on the top. At the end of the day, he brought about nothing, and he failed to resign. He still had the helm of affair of oil sector. So for me, that's the competency at large corruption, and I still have a being super corruption. Despite the fact that he went far away when he was asked, a nation beef attack corruption. He said yes. And what is he doing now? Is there corruption? It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. I think we need to be educated as to know our rights, as to know what to do at a certain time if it's called for protest. Because it's a situation that we all know what is right. We all know history. We all know what to do to make government to do what we want. We'll do the right thing, and the Nigeria will definitely move forward. So that's just my position this evening. So thank you. Have a nice evening.
Yeah, you as well. You as well. Once again, nice to open call 0817 923 0002 0003 or 0007. Hello. Hello, you're welcome.
Hello. Yeah, Dayo, good evening.
Hi, go ahead.
Yeah, it's really a very interesting topic you're discussing this evening. Sometimes it's really difficult to understand what the problem is. Really, because you are subsidizing and people are not buying it at the subsidized rate. So what is government doing then? It's really difficult to explain why, what is happening now. Does it mean that the government has lost grip of the situation or something? NNPC presently are the sole importers of petroleum in Nigeria. So if anything is not going the way it ought to be, we just have to hold the government responsible and accountable at the end of the day. This is no rocket science, my brother.
Absolutely. And you mentioned the NNPC part. That means you can't blame it on conflicting prices. You can't say, marketer A brought it for this price, marketer B brought it for the other price. One person is bringing it in. Exactly my point. So if everyone is getting these things from one source, it therefore means there should be no reason why we are going to have price disparities. There is no reason why we cannot get it at the prevailing government-approved pump price. Okay, so the government they are culpable, in my opinion. They are culpable. So I don't see any reason why you're setting up committees to do what exactly? To go and find out how much NNPC is selling fuel at the depot to the marketers or what? Or to go and find out. And when you go to these marketers, they tell you that it's because of how much we are buying this from the depot. That is why we are selling at the market price. We are selling to the public. So who are the owners of the depot? Who imported this fuel? How much are they selling it at the depot? Even if they are not getting it from the government, maybe NNPC depot as it were. The other major marketers who own depots, since everybody is getting from NNPC, so how much really are they getting it from NNPC?
sometimes it seems like the Nigerian government has lost grip of the situation, and it calls. It calls for a lot of questions. There is so many unanswered questions, and which is why the previous scholar just talked about corruption, which is why a lot of people are pointing hand at corruption. I have a friend who is an independent petroleum marketer, okay, and the guy, from the analysis that he gave, I think because he is very much into the business, he said Nigeria, I think we from their own analysis in Nigeria, we consume about 40 million liters of petrol nationally in Nigeria. But NNPC are telling us that they subsidize for 70 million liters. So where are the other 30 million liters going to? And the only people who can, rightly tell us how much we consume per day are these independent petroleum marketers that own filling stations where people go to buy. NNPC does not have any filling station. So these retailers are the one, I believe, who are in the best position. And I think that really has to do something about it. Thank you.
Absolutely, sir. Joining as well, once again, via Twitter and Facebook at Nigeria Info PH. Call 0817 923 0002 or 0003 or 0007. Via Facebook, Tunde Uyedejigo, some influential persons benefit from it. Fuel price soars by 81% despite 6 trillion naira subsidy payment. Why has the federal government failed to address the increasing pump price of petrol? Like the last caller said, how do you explain a situation where you're subsidizing something and at the end of the day, the consumers are unable to buy it at the subsidized rate? So what exactly are you paying subsidy for? It does leave a lot of unanswered questions indeed. But maybe you have an idea, help make some sense of it. Hello, you're welcome.
Hello, Daya. Good evening.
Yeah, go on.
This is the biggest fraud in Africa. It is the biggest fraud in Africa. And there's no hiding place. There's nowhere. They are consuming 30 million and importing 70 million.
Hey, my name is Alex. I've been a content creator for a while now, and I always try to innovate to keep my
Hello and welcome back. Still hard facts to Nigeria. Info here in Port Harcourt, the number one talk station. I'm Dio. Discussions continue. Let's talk. 26 to go before 6 p.m. The major news is up at 6. And fuel price soars by 81% despite 6 trillion naira subsidy payment. Price of petrol has risen by 81% in the past 3 years, according to the MBS. And the federal government has paid 5.8 trillion naira subsidy on petroleum products in the same period. MBS data showed between February 2022 and February 2023, the price of fuel rose from 145 naira 41 kobo a litre to 263 naira 76 kobo a litre. Also, the last 3 years, fuel subsidy has gone from 134 billion naira in 2020 to 1.43 trillion naira in 2021 and 4.39 trillion naira in 2022, a projected 3.63 trillion naira by June 2023, leading to a total of 5.83 trillion naira in subsidy payments, excluding the figures for 2023. In spite of this humongous amount in subsidy payments, Nigerians still are unable to buy petrol at the subsidized rate, at the official rate. In spite of DSS's ultimatum to oil marketers early this year, was it late last year, in spite of the president setting up a 40-man steering committee which he chairs to address this matter. And once again, one of the mandates of this 40-man steering committee, according to the words of the Minister of State for Petroleum, Timmy Praise Silva, is addressing the price as well, the pricing as well. And I'll read that paragraph again. To further ensure sanity in the supply and distribution across the value chain, Silva directed the NNDPRA to ensure strict compliance with the government-approved ex-depot and retail prices for PMS. So, why are Nigerians still unable to buy the official pump price? And once again, quite significant to this conversation, the government is still subsidizing, still paying subsidy. The line's open. Call 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, or 0817 923 0007. Live on Facebook and Twitter at Nigeria Info PH. In your estimation, from your standpoint, your perspective, why has the federal government failed to address the increase in pump price of petrol? Hello, you're welcome. Please go.
Hello.
Hi, go ahead.
Yes, we are trying for fuel subsidy this and that. We have to change some of our policy, whether we still continue trying. Thank you.
Let's get your take. Once again, 0817 923 0002 or 0003 or 0007. Do you have any thoughts on why seemingly it's just not been able to address it? And you've got the NMDPRA there, you've got the regulatory bodies, but nothing's going on. Hello, you're welcome.
Sorry, my brother.
Hi, go ahead.
My question is that who is the government and who they are paying the money to? They are the people paying the money to themselves. They are not paying to anybody. So they know the prices they are paying. So they cannot question anybody. So that is the problem. Thank you, my brother.
Welcome, also. The price of PMS may never go back to the official price because the Nigerian government operates a gravitational economy. Government also believes that what goes up does not come down. Quite ridiculous, you may say. That's from Ben. Well, considering that, at some point in the near future, subsidy is going to be removed, it is expected that the pump price of petrol will go up. As a matter of fact, if ongoing discussions are anything to go by, the price of petrol may go above. I think it's currently been sold for around 250 naira a litre or thereabouts, on the average, give or take, at this time. 240 I hear, 240 high, 260 sometimes. So it is expected that it will go above that when subsidy is finally removed completely. So once again, it is expected to even go above that. However, for the moment, subsidy is being paid. The commodity is being subsidized. So why can't or won't I mean, at the height of the scarcity and consequent soaring prices, I think it was the NNPC Limited and some other persons who said that explained that it was logistics problems. Logistics problems was what was hampering the supply and creating which led to the increase in the pricing. Logistics problems. So we haven't found a solution to this logistics problems till now. What do you think the challenge is? Do you think we're still dealing with these logistics problems, or do you think that there are other more fundamental issues to deal with here? A reminder, the major news comes up top of the hour at 6 p.m. Open season is up after that to review all the matters discussed on the show today. But still, for the moment, if you're able to get through, do call 0817 923 0002 or 0003 or 0007. Also joining via Facebook and Twitter at Nigeria Info PH. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
You're welcome. Go on, please.
Yes. This is Oyin.
Go ahead.
The problem we have in this country is that this country, the present government is the worst corrupt government we have. Until you remove the hand of monkey inside the soup, it will not be okay. Because if the government is not corrupt, I see no reason why they should not find out the solution to this problem. Instead, the corruption will continue to grow, while the profits continue to suffer. Until our government thinks of the people, not the work. Thank you.
You're welcome. Right, we've got a commercial break coming up shortly. And remember, the major news comes up top of the hour at 6 as well. After that, open season. If you've missed out on contributing to the matters discussed on the show, or you missed any of those issues, by the way, I'll give a recap of all the matters discussed thus far, or most of them, and I'll take your thoughts after the major still about 7 o'clock when the show comes to an end. But a few messages here. Who is the Minister of Petroleum? You're asking questions you already know the answers to. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to get some more insight from you. Good evening, Dad. Between 2012 to early 2020, we may argue with what price federal government fixed it, but there was hardly any disparity between the official pump price and the actual price. What changed in all this is President Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Dr. Timothy Silva. Unlike his immediate two predecessors, they weren't core Nigerian politicians. They may have bloated the subsidy regime, especially under Dr. Alice Madueke, but she and Dr. Kachuku didn't bring words of phrases like under recovery, valley shortfall, depot truck out, and so on into our lexicon while trying to explain any failures, because we hardly had scarcity of petrol, and that's from text. All right, a break for the commercial. Commercial break comes up now. Discussions continue afterwards. Deeply stay with us.